guys, Samantha from Samantha Tutorials here, and today I'm going to show you how to create seed beaded necklaces. Now in the previous tutorial I did show off this one and we were discussing how to create basic bead caps. And so today we're going to be using the bead caps from that video. I will have a link in the description below showing how to, with a link to the tutorial showing how to make them. But the basics of what we're going to be doing today is the seed beading process. So we're going to be going with a black and white aesthetic because we have these bead caps. So I'll put those to the side. You're going to want some black and white seed beads. So I have, and these are clear technically. Then also, because we don't want to be stringing each bead on individually, I'm going to be using a speed stringer. And I'll have a link to that in the description below as well where I got it. You'll also need one of these little, let me show that. One of these little tools that helps, it comes with this and it helps to string the beads on. Pop it to the side. Then you're also going to need your beading wire, and in this case I'm using Fireline. I will also have a link to that in the description, and you want to have cut off 6 pieces of equal length, and I've got those over here. They're not going to show up really on the white tile, but I do have those. Okay, and the first thing is going to be to bunch them all up, all 6 threads, and then we're going to use a little cord end here, and we're going to use that to group all of those up together. Just bear with me, this is a little far away for me to see, but you want them all sitting in the middle there. Then take a pair of pliers and use that to flatten down the prongs to secure all 6 of your cord. Okay, and give it a good squeeze because you want that nice and tight. And then also for a good measure, give it a pull to make sure that they're not going to slide out. And I'll give that another squeeze just to make sure. Okay. And that's your first step. And to make things easier, I also am going to just link a clasp to this, just so that I've got something to hang on to. Okay, and that's not permanent, it's just something that I am going to use again to hold on to it. So I'll show you how to attach the clasp properly later. For now, pop that to the side. I'm going to bring over our stringer. And I think we'll start with the black beads. And all you're going to do is you're going to take that and you're going to pour a fair amount into the barrel of your stringer. And that should do. Close that up again. And all of these supplies that I'm showing you, I did get from Fire Mountain Gems and Beads. So again, you should be able to find all of that here or there. Okay, now that you have that, grab one of your 6 cords. And I'm just going to separate that out from the others. And your little ear hook. And you're going to take that thread, and let me show that, there we go. And you're going to thread that through that needle, and you're going to hook it onto the base, like so. Then grab the actual little hook, and you're going to spin this, and you're going to just gently place this down into the seed bead pit. And as you spin, the seed beads should thread onto the needle. And it doesn't take much. Once you get a rhythm going, they will fly on there. Sometimes it can take a little bit to get the right rhythm. There we go. And then once I get a fair bit on, I will then take those, thread them up the needle, and you're going to need to push it along the cord and that will thread them onto your cord as shown. And you will continue that process until you have filled that thread. And it's quite a relaxing process. It's something you can do while watching TV, listening to music, anything along those lines. And don't feel like you need to spin this really hard. It does not take that much. Actually, I made the mistake when I first started doing this by spinning this way too much, and you end up having seed beads flying all over the place. You really don't need to spin it too much. And you can see how quickly that starts to fill your cord. So I'm going to make 3 of those, and then I'm going to repeat the process with the white seed beads. You'll just take this, tip it into your bag again, fill it up with the white, and create 3 white threads. And then when we're done with that, I'm going to show you how to finish it off. Okay, and once you've done stringing all of them, now you can finish it. Now what I forgot to mention before is when you are doing multiple of the threads, it's not great to have all of them kind of hanging off all over the place. So what I like to do is I like to just use a little clamp to hold the threads that I'm currently not working with just together, so that I don't end up with seed beads falling off the thread. Now it is important to make sure that those threads all line up and that they're the same length. So you want to stretch that out like so, and just make sure they all meet together at the same end. You might have to take off a couple of seed beads to get it to the same length. Now the question is, do I want to leave it kind of hanging like this, or do you want to interweave the pieces? I think interweaving them will be nice. So I'm just going to grab one of each colour. Okay. And just be careful because you don't want to send your seed beads all over the place. Okay. And I just made that they weren't all tangled up at the end there. And then I'm going to grab each, and I'm just going to kind of fold them over each other loosely in what would be a plait, but very loosely. Like so. And I don't want it to be too tight. The other ones that I showed before were a little tighter. They had a more compact plait. This one I'm going to just have a very light interweave, like so. Okay, and once you're happy with the weave, just lift it up and shake it out to loosen it so that it's woven evenly throughout the piece. And then press down on the seed beads just to get them to sit all back so that you don't have any open gaps. Then I'm going to grab another one of those cord ends that we used before, and it's pretty much the exact same process. You're going to take that, position it so that the cords are sitting in between the piece, and just make sure they're all in there. There we go. And just make sure that it's good and tight. Okay. And then you're going to fold those down exactly the same way that you did before. And give it a good squeeze again just to make sure that everything is held together. And then you want to snip away the extra tails. Okay. And now is when you're going to be attaching your bead cap. So I've got a little head pin here, and you're going to form a little loop using your round nose pliers on the one end, like that. Open that up, attach it to your cord end, close it up, and also trim off the little end bit of this because that's a little flat end bit. grab your bead cap, and this can be made from polymer clay or it can be a metal one. I will show off a metal one in a second. And then try to get it through the hole. It can be a little bit of a struggle to do that bit, so just bear with me for a bit while I do that. There we go. Then slide that on. Bend your wire at an angle. Grab your round nose. Loop the wire over the top of the round nose. Bring it under. And then I like to wrap once. And let me bring over another plier to help me out with that, because sometimes it can be a little difficult to pull that tight. There we go. And then trim off that little tail end of wire as close as you can. Okay. And then there will be a little bit left over. You want to just trim, well, not trim that, but squish that in so that it's not hanging out. Then grab a little jump ring and whatever clasp you have chosen, and attach that to your little loop. And that is essentially how you make these little beaded wire necklaces. Also, what ideally would be the case if you are going to be making your own little polymer clay bead caps is you would make them to match a pendant, and you would have the pendants hanging from here and then everything would match. Also, you can make your own polymer clay clasps. I do want to show that in the future, so let me know in the comments below if you would like to see me show you how to make polymer clay clasp in the future. But yeah, I did want to show you those metal bead caps very quickly. Here they are. And so those can work really well as well. It really depends on what you want. The advantage of the polymer clay ones, again, as I said, is that you can match it up to your pendant that you are going to be making. But yeah, you can make them in a bunch of different colours. The one that I showed today is single colour seed bead threads. These ones were done with a mix of colours thrown into the little bead spinner, and that can create a really great effect. But yeah, if you enjoyed the tutorial, please do let me know in the comments below. Again, remember that a lot of the supplies that I used in this video are linked below, and also a link to where you can make your own bead caps. But yeah, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.